Damn Lily Collins with her big, beautiful, bold, natural brows. If I left my brows the way they are, look like a foxtail across my face that's been out in an electrical storm. You know, like that. That's how my brows look. Jealous much, Kat? No, not jealous. Maybe. I should change this shirt. Welcome back, you guys. How are my favorite humans? I hope you guys are doing wonderful. We are showered. We are put together. Well, it's just a sweater. So this is me put together. Okay, all right. It was better than a few minutes ago. You saw that intro. We're looking better. Okay, all right. Anyhow, I hope you guys are doing wonderful. And today is another episode of our favorite. Well, it's my favorite. Hopefully, it'll be your favorite too. Cue the intro.
Me-Flix Midnight Makeover.
So what is Me-Flix Midnight Makeover, you may ask? Well, maybe you didn't ask, but I'm going to tell you anyway. It's about me talking to you guys about not just any, but a binge-worthy, okay? Really, really sit down, eat some popcorn, drink some soda, enjoy kind of Netflix show. That's right. So if it's binge-worthy, I'm here to talk to you about it. And why do I do this? Because I'm just giving you guys some ideas of what's good on Netflix. And if I think it's good, typically it's pretty good. Okay? All right. And I also do some makeup at the same time. So that's what we do nowadays. We do makeup, we do storytelling. So get on board with it. Today's binge-worthy Netflix show is going to be about Emily in Paris. Yes. It's not our usual thriller, who done it, who's chasing who, why they want to kill her, stop stalking me. It's not that kind of show. Okay, this is more of a Devil Wears Prada meets Sex in the City meets Instagram 2021. Okay, it's just a chill, quick type of show. I know, and there's 2 seasons. So if that sounds like it could be your latte, check me out. Stick around. Go grab you some popcorn, maybe some dark chocolate, maybe not. Maybe some milk chocolate, maybe some chips, whatever you like. I don't know you, okay? So just get what you like, boo. And today a little treat is gonna be all Huda, I say it right, Huda Beauty. I'm using all Huda Beauty. I'll list it down in the description box below. You ready for it? Okay. So we have a very lovely season, and this is the first season to Emily in Paris, and it is starring Lily Collins. Put a picture of her right here. That's right. And she is the main actress. And we're going to just put up her arch nemesis. Her name is Sylvie. This lady right here is going to just give her a hard time for basically the entire season. It makes the whole show. That's what it is. And then we're going to put one more character up. That's going to be Mr. Gabriel, okay? And he is going to be affectionately known as the chef. We're going to call him the chef for right now. So we're going to kick off this show starting off in Chicago, Illinois. Yours truly. That's where I was born. Shh, don't tell nobody. Yes, we have a nice, young, beautiful, and very fashionable, I will say, Emily running, taking her little jog for the morning, and she's got a nice puffer jacket. And you can tell already the show's going to have a lot to do with fashion. She's excited about her exercise day because she has a better time than she did yesterday with her running. So that's always good for somebody, right? You know, you beat your goal. Let's start off with a bang. Okay. Well, she goes into work then afterwards. She meets up with her boss. Her boss's name is Madeline. And they work at this marketing firm. And they're talking about, you know, a rave review that she's got on there. So they're sharing this lovely moment together. And Madeline starts telling her, yeah, we just reeled in, you know, this client, and they're based in Paris, and that's lovely. Who doesn't want to go to Paris? I mean, probably a lot of people, but I'm just saying it's lovely. So they had this opportunity to go over there. So, you know, she's very excited. She's got a master's in her French, learning the language. She's very proud of herself, and she's telling Emily about it, you know. Well, lo and behold, while she is smelling the perfume of their new client, she has to hurl. When I say hurl, I mean, you know, just throw up. And Emily's like, oh my God, are you okay? Well, she finds out she's actually pregnant. So what happens now? Well, now Madeline being pregnant, she can't travel to Paris. So who's the next person up to go? Miss Emily. That's right. Emily gets the chance of a lifetime to go to Paris and be able to help that division over there and give a American perspective over there on the French area. Yes. Do they want the American perspective in their area? No. But they're going to get it anyway. That's right. Emily decides to go and tell her boyfriend. She's like, hey, you know what? I get to go to Paris. This is lovely. Can you believe it? Boyfriend's not too happy. That's right. He's watching the Cubs game. He just wants to enjoy life watching the Cubs win, which is always great when the Cubbies are winning. But he doesn't care nothing about Paris. And he's not too happy about hearing that his girlfriend, who is a longtime girlfriend of his, is going to take off for a year abroad. Do we say that anymore? Well, we do today. But he agrees. He's like, you know what? Okay, maybe this will be good. You can enjoy your year off, having a good time over there with your marketing firm. And then, I'll still be here and I'll go visit you and all the fun stuff, right? The stuff that everybody says they're going to do when they're going to attempt a long distance relationship. Okay, so I say attempt very loosely. She heads off to Paris. And everything starts off lovely. I mean, she is in the cab ride over. She is admiring all the beautiful culture, sophistication, the buildings, the charm, all the loveliness that comes with Paris. And while she's admiring all this, she's not thinking anything of how that lovely charm comes with old pipes and old buildings that have no elevators. And so when she gets dropped off to her new apartment that they're providing for her, she quickly finds out that she's stuck walking up 5 flights of stairs. In France, when they say that you're on the 5th floor, it's really like 6, okay? Because they don't consider the ground floor the first floor. Isn't that funny? I mean, that's kind of funny, right? But it's not really if you're the one walking up those stairs. So it starts to kind of lose its charm, in the very beginning. And also the people as well aren't as welcoming as you would think they would be. So all those things that they say about, the French not really caring about Americans being over there, well, they really capitalize on that in this show. So you kind of got to watch it just for that. It's a little funny. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Anyhow, so she makes her way into her new apartment area. And she goes to the new building she's going to be working at. And again, the hospitality there isn't so great. It isn't so great. She meets her new boss, which is Sylvie, the one that I said is her arch nemesis. She becomes that instantly. Yeah. So they already kind of frown upon at Miss Emily because she doesn't speak a lick of French. I mean, who does? I don't know. All I know is, voulez-vous coucher avec moi? That's it. What does that mean? Who the hell knows? So yeah, I mean, her as well. She knows, like, merci, because, oui, oui, aïe, aïe, aïe. We're getting off. That's another language. Stick to what you know, Kat. She just doesn't know anything. So she decides she's going to go ahead and take a course. She needs to take a crash course in French. And they just make fun of her for quite a while. Well, Miss Emily doesn't let that deter her. No, she's going to learn as much French as she can. She's going to take her little classes. And while she's doing so, she starts a little Instagram. And the reason she's doing this is because she's in marketing and she wants to show this office, this Paris office, that she can just market the shit out of the products. Okay. So with one of her very first big clients that she needs to make an impression on, she does a little bit more than that, I mean, she kind of calls him out the way he wants to market his perfume products. Emily's like, look, this is what I'm here for, okay? I'm here to give you the American perspective. So she brings it to the client's attention that maybe he's being a little feminist, with the way he wants to market his perfumes. She kind of makes herself look a little bad, but it does make an impression on Antoine, who is the client, and it kind of makes him a little intrigued. Like, what, this young lady does not care that she's getting up in my face, all in my grill, and I know what I'm doing, I'm like the master of marketing my perfumes and my product, but she's got something to say. So maybe he might listen. Huh? And that kind of makes Sylvie mad. Sylvie is always mad. She's always mad. She needs a cigarette half the time to calm her nerves. She never eats. She just smokes all day long. That seems like to be the French way. So Emily does tons of things to get on her new boss's bad side. But then she always redeems herself some way, somehow at the end of it all. So Emily does end up making a friend right away. And she's from Shanghai, very sweet girl. She comes up to Emily. She sees her sitting there by herself because nobody wants to eat lunch with Emily. Nobody does. I mean, her co-workers can barely stand her. And that's always fun because when everybody in your office hates you, it's good to have at least one new friend in Paris. I mean, at least one. Poor girl. Just give her one, you know. Well, she does. She gets to have one. And it's this nice young lady who's moved to Paris. She's learned the language. She speaks French and Mandarin. She does it all. She's really good. She's very sweet also. And her name is Mindy. And she comes up to Emily and she's like, oh, she's talking to her in French. And Emily's like, no, oui, no speaky. No, I English. Yeah. So Minnie's like, oh, I didn't think you were French. She's like, I was just being polite, just in case you were. She's like, you look American. Whatever that means. Is it insulting? I don't know. And so Minnie says, well, you know, what brings you here? And she's like, well, I'm in from Chicago and I'm going to be here for a year and I'm with a new marketing firm. So Minnie's like, well, you know what? Give me your phone. You need to have a friend here because Paris, it's beautiful. The culture is lovely, but the people are just mean. And they're mean to your face. So she gives her phone number, and at least Emily has this one little friend to lean back on, and that's always good because the things she runs into, she needs some friends. So Emily, the sweet little thing that she is, she forgets all about the way the French floors work, okay? So you know, you're used to the first floor being the first floor. Well, I told you guys, it's not in France. The first floor is the ground floor. The second floor is the first floor. Don't let it confuse you, okay? Well, Emily gets confused. So she heads up to the fourth floor, right? Which is not her floor. She needs to go one more, but she tries to put her key in that door, which she thinks is her door, but it's not her door. It belongs to a very nice young man named Gabriel. He opens the door as she's trying to jimmy her way into it. You know what I'm saying? Like she's scaring the shit out of him, right? He's like, yes, ma'am, can I help you? And she's like, what are you doing in my apartment? Like, hello, can I help you? And he's like, no. You're probably the next floor up, American, right? So she introduces herself and she's like, well, I'm Emily. I'm your new neighbor. Yay. It's always fun meeting this way. She does not know that he is the chef of the restaurant that is right there down her road. So where her apartment is, you go right out the door and you can see the restaurant that he works at right there. And he's like very calm, very collected. They just kind of make eye contact and it seems to be a very nice little moment. So she decides to, you know, not focus on the negative, you know, with her new job, but what she wants to focus on is seeing her boyfriend, you know, the one that she left back in Chicago. It's time for him to come visit because he did say he was going to come visit. He got his passport. He took pictures of it. It was all fun and games until she actually called him and said, are you on your way? And, you know, this is Paris. It's the most romantic town in the world. And you're still in Chicago. Like, get your ass down here. Why do we always got to drag our guys to where they should be? I'm getting off track. So she's like, you know, hey, babe, are you headed down here? And he kind of just flakes out on her. He's kind of like, you know what? I don't think long distance is for me. I'm so sorry. What? Like you're supposed to be here today. Long distance isn't for you all of a sudden? You couldn't have said that last fucking month? But he didn't. He just said it now. She's like, you know what? Fine. Click, hang up on you. I'm done with you, boo. It's kind of like, you know, Stella got her groove back kind of thing. She's like, you know what? I'm not going to let this wear me down. I'm going to just go ahead and enjoy what I have for this year that I'm here. And she immerses herself in the whole thing. She starts enjoying all the food. She starts really pulling in clients for her job. Her boss still hates her though. That doesn't change. That lady's just vicious. So sweet little Emily, she really wants to make an impression on her boss because, you know, just like most of us, she just wants to be liked. She just wants to be liked, you guys. Is it so much to ask? In Paris, yes, it's a lot to ask. Emily is determined. So she heads up to the little flower shop right there down her little street. You know, she's so lucky. She's got a nice bistro on her street, you know, a nice little flower shop. She's got it all except for hot water and an elevator. She wants to get some roses for her lovely boss, Sylvie. And the lady that owns the little rose shop really doesn't like Americans either. And this young lady comes up to her and she's like, you know what? Let me help you. So this very sweet girl ends up telling the flower shop lady, who she must know. She tells her in French, sell her the nice roses. Don't be a bitch, okay? Be a bitch tomorrow, not today. So Emily appreciates it because the lady sells her the beautiful roses. And Emily is so thankful. She's like, what's your name? She tells Emily, her name is Camille. Very beautiful, Camille. Guess what? Emily makes 2 friends. Emily's like, what? I'm rocking and rolling. There's this cool guy that lives in my building. Boyfriend dumped me. It's okay. I'm in Paris. I've got 2 friends now, and I'm buying roses from my boss who hates me. So Emily scores really good. She gets another great client for their company, and the boss still isn't too happy with her. It's like, oh, big deal. You brought a client, and we do it all the time. She's not very, very impressed. But Emily's like, what? I'm going to make this a good one. But what happens is she can't get them to go to one of the restaurants that they really want to go to because it's all booked up. So what does she do in a pinch? Well, she knows the guy that owns a restaurant right there by her house. What does she do? She calls him up. She's like, hey, Gabriel, can you please do me a favor? Do me a solid, bro. All right? Could we just go to your restaurant really fast so we could take this client and just kind of show him a good time? And Gabriel's like, well, I close in 30 minutes, so you better get your nalgas over here right now. And they do. So the night ends on a great note. Everyone's impressed with the food. They're pretty happy with Emily. They landed this great account, and they're all saying their goodbyes. They're done with the restaurant. They're walking out. And Emily decides, what? We're in Paris. You only live once. And I'm going to take this opportunity to muster up some courage and thank this man for what a wonderful meal he gave us. What does she do to Mr. Gabriel? She goes straight up to him. She just pulls him in and gives him a big old kiss right on his smacker. Well, he's happy about it because he's not pushing her away. He's into it, right? And finally, she just kind of like scoots back and just says, thank you. She walks out with a smile on her face. She's all excited. And she decides she's going to turn back around and go back in. But while she's going to go back in, here comes Camille. Camille, the young lady that's her friend now, that she's got 2 friends now. Yay for Emily. Well, Camille walks up. She's like, oh, Emily, what are you doing here? And Emily looks at her and she's like, why do I keep running into you right here on this same street? Like you helped me earlier with the flowers. Now you're here at the restaurant. Like, how is this a coincidence all the time? She's like, no, it's no coincidence. My boyfriend is a chef here. Dun, dun, dun. What? Gabriel is your boyfriend? She's caught off guard. She's like, well, shit, good thing I walked out the minute I walked out. So here comes Gabriel opening the door. He's like, oh, you know each other? And they're like, yeah, looks like it. Looks like we know each other. Yay. Poor Emily. So yeah, she thought she had, this cool guy kind of in the bag, and it didn't work out that way. She doesn't let this get her down. No. She's like, that's all right. You know what? I thought I had a good catch. Unfortunately, he was already on a hook. So I gotta let that one go, okay? I mean, that's such a shame. Poor thing. But she decides, when in France, do as the French. We shall date, we shall get it on, and we shall move on. So she does. So Emily really just dives in deep with her marketing skills, and she's posting all these Instagram photos, everything she's doing. She's really getting clients, more traction, and she's making a name for herself. And this just makes her boss more mad. So Emily's like, you know what? I'm going to show you. I'm going to take this client that we have here, and he is a very well-known fashion designer. His name is Pierre Cadeau. And she's like, I'm going to really help sell him even better than he thinks he's doing right now. So she makes a really big blunder because they sell one of his dresses, right? And she's wearing it, and it's going to be auctioned off, and everything looks great. It's grand. It's beautiful. It's a luxury. It's designer. And what happens in the auction is the people that buy it, they only buy it to destroy it. Yes, you heard right. They bought a $35,000 dress to destroy it. That is fashion for you. Who knows? So this does not sit well with the fashion owner. I mean, he gets very depressed because to him, it's like, oh, wow, so now you're going to make fun of me, huh? You're going to go out and you're going to market me and promote me and have these crazy young fashion guys that think that they're somebody make a name by ruining my outfit? Really? Do you know who I am? She's like, yeah, I know who you are. I was trying to help. Yeah, he doesn't see it that way. So he gets pretty angry. And Emily's like, no, this is a good thing because even bad press is good press. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is. Even when people talk bad about you, you're bringing in the views. You're bringing in the people. But in France, they don't see it that way. They see it like, no, you just shit on me in front of everybody. And the whole world saw it. So don't talk to me ever again. So now Emily's shunned by her boss. She is shunned by this well-known fashion designer. And nobody wants anything to do with her right now. They're like, you know what? You failed. You're fired. They're brutal. You're fired. Did they just fire her? Yes, they did. They just fired her. So now she's got to work her way back up. But does Sylvie really want to give her a chance to work her way back up? Does she really? I don't think so. It's okay because she still has her good friend. She has her good friend Mindy, who there's very many layers to Mindy. You'll enjoy watching her because she's quite entertaining. Just quite entertaining. That's all I'm going to say. And, she still has her lovely friend with the blonde hair, Camille. Even though Camille is the girlfriend to Gabriel, who Emily really wants to be with, but she can't be with him because obviously he's Camille's. She's still friends with Camille. She's got two friends, people. She's got two friends. So don't give up on her. So Emily does have a couple little tricks up her sleeve because she did catch the eye of that famous designer, his nephew, okay? And his nephew is part of his entourage. And since he seems to have taken a liking to Miss Emily, she kind of gets to convince him to allow her to talk once again to this wonderful man who is thoroughly pissed with her. She gets to have a meeting with him. I'm going to get this designer guy back on my side. I've got this huge, did I say huge? It's going to be big. She's got this idea how to get him back on her side. And while she's doing this, trying to get those wings back, Mr. Gabriel he's kind of tired of what's going on, So what is he going to do? Well, he's going to open his own restaurant in Normandy. Okay, he's going to jump ship. He's like, I'm done. This weird awkwardness, with Emily and Camille and just all of it, being on the 4th floor and she's on the 5th floor. It's just too much. It's too much for him. So he's going to call quits and he's going to abandon ship. And when he does that, he decides to break up with little Camille. He does, you guys. I mean, he's been with her for how many years? Now all of a sudden an American girl comes in and he's all like flustered, doesn't know what to do with himself. Yeah. So I thought the French had it together. And then when Emily learns this, she's like, I'm in a hot spot because I kind of like that guy. He's free now, but Camille's my friend. What is a girl to do? Emotions are flowing. What else is going to happen in this show? But she's still got to pull off this big reveal with the designer guy to get him back on board, to get her job back. Pressure's on little old Emily. Do you think she's going to get her job back? Do you think she's going to win Gabriel? Do you think she's going to convince him not to leave? Would she do that to Camille? And is she going to be able to stay in Paris? She's already been fired. Do you think she's going to head back to Chicago? Should she cut her losses? Kiss the French goodbye? Au revoir? C'est la vie? What do we think? I can't tell you. I can't. Because there's season 2. I know you've got to watch it, you guys. It's just enough to make you want to watch the next season. I know. And now that I watched the next season, I already binged it in like a day. Okay, I'm like done with it in like 6 hours. It's that easy to watch. I gotta see season 3. Where is it? It's not here. I want it. Like this. Like a crab from Paris. Okay? All right. So I hope you guys enjoy this look. This is what I came up with. Why did I do it this way? I don't know. But as we're telling a story, I felt this vibe. Okay? This is Huda, and this is her rose quartz. I'm going to just show you guys right here. This right here, she doesn't play. Okay? These are some really good shades, and they blend like butter. I mean, I'm serious. They just went on. They just told their own story on my face. Okay? I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like it. Like and enjoy the same thing. Make sure to subscribe. This way you hear the same type of words over and over again, mentioned in a different way. Yes, subscribe here. I hope you like the Me-Flix. I really do. If you have a suggestion for me, let me know. But typically no one says anything. So I just go watch what I want. I watch what I want and then I just talk about it. And I do have one little announcement to make. That's right. One little baby one. If you guys haven't noticed yet, down in the comment area, There is little items there because I made a store, you guys. I know I have merch. How? I'll tell you how. I created it. That's why. Yeah. So do you guys like it? I hope you like it. Have you checked it out? Have you seen it? I haven't talked about it. I'm talking about it now. It's all about my Me-Flix series. There'll be more to come. I'll have some other ideas. But until I'm somebody, right now I'm nobody. But when I am somebody, I'll have a little bit more for you to select from. Okay. So right now we've got some mugs. We've got some shirts. We've got some tank tops. We've got some lovely little items down there, and I hope you guys enjoy them. I do get a little percentage off of what you do buy. If you will like to buy something, I will appreciate it. Thank you very much in advance. But if you don't want to buy anything, it's okay. But it's there for you guys. I made a merch store. I know. Ooh, ooh, I know. I'm like a little happy, low key. Well, actually, I'm singing about it, so I'm high key, a little happy. Remember, you guys, before we say our sayonaras, be kind, okay? I put it back here on my little backboard. I say it up front to you guys all the time. It is free to be kind. It costs nothing. And just to give you an example, when you're out eating with your loved ones or even by yourself, you want your waiter's attention, don't go, "Hey, come here." That is so rude. So rude. Just say, "Excuse me, may I please get your attention? I need something to drink." Yes. That is much more better. Not, "Hey, I need you." No, don't. Okay? All right, you guys. Just letting you know, in case you didn't know proper etiquette when you're out eating. All right, I hope you guys have a good one. Love everybody. And if I don't see you before New Year's, have a wonderful New Year's. And happy Me-Flix Midnight Makeover. Sayonara. Okay. Bye. All right, so it's going to be enough just to make you want to watch the next season. You're going to have to. I just know you're going to have to. If you don't have to, there is something wrong with you. It's not me. It's you. Have you heard that before? Probably because it's you. But I hope you guys enjoy. So this was today's Me-Flix. I hope you liked it. Let me know if you don't like it. And I will still do it. I know. Don't even bother telling me because I'm going to do it anyway. Okay? All right. Why is this me? Why? I just took a shower, I put some makeup on, and we're like a fuzzball. Why? I mean, you were just soaking wet like 2 hours ago. I mean, can't you dry like a normal human being? What is this? What? Fashionable puffer jacket. I already said fashionable. Redo it again. I know. Starting off bad already, you guys. This is how it goes. This is how it goes. 2 hours later. 2 hours later. What is this? Why is this my life? What's going on here? New sweater. Don't know how to use it all of a sudden. I thought you just put it on. You put the clothes on and you move on with your day. I mean, oh my God, did I just ruin it? I just bought it. This video is a fail. Complete fail. She convinces this bitter woman to sell some beautiful roses to Emily because she didn't want to. She wanted to give her the crap roses. Okay, Emily wanted the beautiful roses. The owner wanted to give her the crap roses. Why? You're gonna sell them, lady. I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad again. I need to learn to just step back and just tell the story. But I made a store anyway. I did, you guys. I made a store. I'm like, wow. Did I do that? I did that. I manifested the store and I made it. Okay, that's a lie. I just looked it up and then YouTube said, hey, this store is recommended for you. So I clicked on it and I did it. Anyway, it's a store, you guys. Yes. So just go down there and look at it, okay? That's the point. I mean, I want to look like Emily in Paris. I look like Cat in a garage. That's what I look like. This isn't a garage, though. But that's what I look like. Cat in a garage. With a sweater. I look like Emily in Paris. Stamp of approval. Huda Beauty. The rose quartz. Her brushes, too. It's all working very well. Not for Emily, though. But for me, it's working very well. He is this very well-known designer in Paris, and his name is Pierre Cardot. Pierre cadeau. Pierre, cadeau. Pierre? I give up. You guys?
I'm sorry.
I'm in the middle of filming. I was on a roll.
I know.
It was a great night. And she walks away. Oh my God, really? Just a whole damn story with all this shit on me. Did I really? You guys, I'm a fail all day. Why do I film anything? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Oh yes, we are finally gonna get into you. The things I'm gonna do with you right now. It's a palette, people. Okay, relax. It's eyeshadow. Jeez. Talk about French and just everybody goes crazy. I'm gonna tell you, they make marketing sound so glamorous all the time. You know, you watch these shows and you get sucked in. Like, oh, marketing's fun. I've been in marketing, okay? You've got clients, you've got competitors, you've got profits, you've got promoting, you've got gray hair after gray hair, and when they start to come out in your eyebrows, you're done. I've had enough. No more marketing. I got way off track. I'm sorry. Let me just reel it back in. Reel it back in. It's not about me. Okay. Moving on. And we're finally putting you to work too. See the goodies you can do for me. It's a brush, people. Okay? Me-Flix Midnight Makeover. Me-Flix Midnight Makeover. What the fuck is Me-Flix anyway? Why do I come up with this kind of shit? Well, it's here to stay now. Good job, Kat.